Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Kuda. We are just having another session today, and I would love to welcome everyone who is on this call. There is Courtney, I see Tatenda, I see Abigail, Brian, and the other amazing guys that are just joining us. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a moment and make sure that I mute everyone on this call. And in this call, I'm going to be sharing my slides pretty soon. And I'm just going to make sure that I mute everyone so that we can have 100% participation. But before I do that, I just want to quickly share my slides. Let me go to my slides. Let me see. So tell me, guys, if you can see my screen, my slides.
Listen, find the button.
Okay, can you see my computer screen?
Yes, we do.
Okay, absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute everyone because I see that other people are joining us from a windy place. So let me just mute everyone so that we can, you guys can hear me. So what are you going to be talking about today? What are you going to be talking about today is the planning of your visa to go abroad, especially if you're a healthcare worker. And in this session, we're going to be talking about the process of getting a driver's license. Is it important? There's some other important things that we're going to be talking about today. So for those of you who are joining us for the first time, I would love to start off with the disclaimer. Anything that I'm going to be sharing in this session is just for education purposes. It might not be correct, it might be correct, and please check and verify with the authorities. Let's say we're talking about driver's license. I may not be true with what I'm saying. Go ahead and go to the authorities at the CVR and ask them about the processes of getting a driver's license. And we are not accountable for any losses that is caused through this information, whether directly or indirectly, because at the end of the day, we are sharing our views. And myself and my team and other members that are actually watching this video and that are actually on this session can share their views and their opinions. So don't take that as your 100% information. I just want to make sure that we are on the clear. And upon all, best of all times, make sure that you're speaking to your employer or sponsor about the steps that you're supposed to be taking in terms of your application. With that out of the way, we are offering lessons, IELTS lessons that you can learn in 2 weeks. And we're offering 4 modules: writing, speaking, listening, and we are currently offering classes face-to-face in the morning, in the afternoon, and we have got online classes that we've just started, and we are going to start again weekend classes pretty soon. So we want to help everyone who's in Zimbabwe and outside Zimbabwe as well. So if you want to learn about this, you can go to our website, which is called nyarionline.com. You're going to get information there. And for those of you who don't know me, that are seeing me for the first time, that's a picture of me when I was actually in Victoria Falls. My name is Kuda. I had an amazing time in Victoria Falls, and I live in Zimbabwe. I'm an affiliate marketer. You can research what affiliate marketers do. I run a lot of online business, a couple, in fact, of online businesses, and I'm an online business coach. My expertise is helping businesses and customers and individuals to grow their brands, their market share using the internet. I've been doing this since 2014, and if you want to learn more about me, you can go to my website, which is called kudaonline.com. I know I'm speaking so fast because I want to get to the point of why you guys are here. And if you want to know as well how I got my hands on in terms of helping people. So in my nature of work, we create websites for clients, and some of the clients that we have been creating websites for are healthcare business owners that are based in Australia, New Zealand, in United Kingdom, and things like that. We create their websites. So one of the clients he had applicants in Zimbabwe, and the clients couldn't upload documents, they couldn't scan their documents, they couldn't prepare for the interview and things like that. So they contacted me to say, Kuda, can you please help our people in the process of doing that? So that's basically how I got to know this process. I've assisted a lot of people that have gone to the UK, and I'm still currently assisting people through some of my customers as well that said, go and assist this person. So that's basically about me. So now if you are here for the first time, I want to tell you that we are coming up with a series of the series of classes. Okay, I have a couple of people that I'm actually assisting right now, and I've asked them, can I please share the process of how I've been assisting you with others? And then they agreed. So now I'm just backdating you and explaining to you what we have been doing and things like that. So the first session that we did the planning. Like, how do you plan for your trip to go to the UK? What is it that is needed? What is it that you should start with? If you missed that session, please go ahead and ask for it in the group. I'm going to send it to you, or you can find it below this video, or anyway, if you're watching a replay, that is, okay, I'm going to send that to you. And we spoke about, the second session we spoke about, is nurse aid training important? Okay, should you do it in Zimbabwe? Because we hear rumors of people saying that some of the certificates that you do in Zimbabwe, they are no longer necessary because your employer or sponsor is going to ask you to do another course, another online course. They don't even care about the ones that you're doing in Zimbabwe. If you want to learn about that, if it is true or not, and our suggestion, I recommend you find the recording that we did on that. Okay, and then this lesson, we're going to be talking about the driver's license. This is where we are. We need to talk about the driver's license. Is it important? Why should you get it? Is it what are the tips that you should know in terms of preparation for your visa? And then the next session is going to be the marriage certificate. If you're married, if you're going single, then that session may not be good for you. And all these are the sessions that you're going to be talking about. We're going to cover all these processes until a person gets to the UK, the kind of work that they do, the kind of changes that they are facing and things like that. Was it a good move for them? And all like that. So it's going to be an amazing upcoming sessions that you may never want to miss. So with that out of the way, let me just clear off my slides here and move on to the next slide. So looking at this list, I always love to refresh things. I remember I said I'm a business coach. I'm an online business coach. I'm sure that some of you guys who have gone through some of our videos, you are seeing this list over and over again. If you're going to apply to the UK as a care worker, these are the list of things that you need. The first thing that you need is a valid passport, a CV. You need to do TB test. You also need to do IELTS test. You also need to do, if you have got a training or degree that you've done in the past, you can actually upload that. That is needed as well. You need to do what is known as care certificate. I've explained this, what care certificate is all about, and I'm going to explain this in the future. You need to get police clearance. You need to get proof of residence, reference letters and things like that. I've covered all these. So in order for you to do all these things that you're seeing on the screen right now, you need at least, let me see if I can, you need to at least do all these steps that I'm actually, let me just go back, do all these steps that I've been sharing with you guys in terms of preparing for that. So this is the list that is needed by the employers that you put in place, and these are the steps that you need to take. So I hope you follow me and we are on the same page. Now let us look at the most common asked questions about let me see, am I on the right slides? About the driver's license. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Just 1 second, I just need to check something. Okay. Okay, I had my notes on here. Okay, 1 second, I just need to check something if I'm on the correct notes. Let me go to my Gmail. I've been writing some notes. So if you have any questions for me, please go ahead and leave the questions in the comment section. I'm going to give you guys a chance to ask questions as well. Okay, is it important? Okay, let me see. Just looking for my slide here. Where is this? I hope I ended up typing on the wrong place. Let me see. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to get to. Okay, I had mixed up things, guys. I'm really sorry about that. So I'm sure you guys can actually see my screen. Let's actually move forward. Okay, so one of the things that a lot of people ask, let's look at the common questions before I give you a chance to ask questions, guys. Let me see if I can move as well. This, okay. So one of the common things that a lot of people ask is, okay, let me see, captions, reference more. Okay, now one of the common things that a lot of people ask, the first thing that they ask is it do I need a driver's license when I'm going to the UK? If you don't have a driver's license, I would say yes, you need a driver's license. Okay, let me explain why you need a driver's license. And so if you get to the UK, according to the people that I've actually assisted and according to the employers that I've been actually working with, when you get to the UK, you're going to pick shifts, okay, as a care worker. Sometimes you may be going to location A to work from 10 to 12, location B to work from 12 to 5, or location C to work from 5 to 7. And in between, you're supposed to be transported, okay? You can use maybe trains and things like that in between, but if you are driving on your own, it simply means you get there much quicker. If you don't have a driver's license, that means you need to hire someone to drive you, and that comes at a cost, okay? So the answer to that is yes, you need a driver's license, okay? And getting your disc license. So you're looking at a situation whereby in Zimbabwe, when you get your disc license, when you get your license, the first thing that happens, you're given a blue copy. Okay, you're given a blue copy of paper that to say you're now competent for driving, and then you have to wait, I think 6 months, and I don't know how long you wait for you to get that disc. Okay, that metal disc. I think I do have my driver's license. Let me just show you my metal disc here. Let me see. Okay, this is my metal disc. This is my metal disc. Okay, this is my metal disc that you're seeing right now. So in order to get that, you may need to wait longer. Okay, but what we did with the couple that I'm actually assisting right now, they took their license, okay? And instead of them waiting for the period for the disc to come out, they went to the authorities and they showed them the offer letter, the letter that they got that they need, they're supposed to do employment in the UK, and they showed them that. They said, you know what, we need our disc to come out much quicker. Is there any way you can help us? And then they paid the money at the office, and then they managed to get their disc. Okay, so what you just need to do is to walk into the reception, okay? Walk into the reception, explain your story, show them proof that you want to go out, and then they're gonna assist you from there. Just 1 second, I need to ask my wife for my international driver's license. Pretendo? Okay, I think she actually left the house, but I wanted to show you my international driver's license. But anyway, it's fine. If you allow me to give me a second to excuse myself, I'm going to show you. Now, and then there is an international driver's license. Okay, please, guys, give me a second. I'm just going to go and get my international driver's license. Okay. Okay, I am back. Honestly speaking, I don't know where my wife, I don't know where my international driver's license is, but I don't know really. I couldn't find it. Okay, anyway, international driver's license is like a card like this. This is my COVID certificate, my COVID card, but it's a little card with a picture. It's the one that you get in terms of when you're going out there. So once you get the disc, you need to get the international driver's license. And the international driver's license basically allows you to drive in any country. So you need both of these, okay? And you cannot get the international driver's license without the disc, okay? That's why I said you need the disc, okay? I hope you guys can follow. And then I'm gonna come back again and tell you some of the tips on getting the international driver's license and where you can get it. And then what this couple did, I'm gonna come back to that. And then here, does the sponsor pay for your driver's license? Okay, so if you're planning for this, a lot of people say that the sponsor pays for me. I do get that a lot when people say, my sponsor is going to do this for me. I'm looking for a sponsor that can pay all these things for me. So this couple exactly, they paid their own driver's license and their own international license. So you need to put that on a budget. And then I'm going to come back and tell you how much it is, okay, to get the international driver's license. Now, it's cheaper to do it in Zimbabwe, okay. I'm going to explain a story. Okay, how much is in Zimbabwe right now? How much is it to do a lesson for driving? And most of you guys can agree with me that to do a lesson in driving in Zimbabwe is about $3 to $4. Okay. If you're going to go to the UK, the price to do one lesson, 30 seconds, one lesson for driving is £45. £45 is like 50 US, and you need like 30 or 20 lessons. If you say, I'm not going to do my license in Zimbabwe and I'm going to do it in the UK, it's going to be more expensive for you, okay? Because multiply about $50 times how many lessons that you need, and then you have to book the test, you have to do all these sort of things. So if you can, try and make sure that you do everything about your driver's license in Zimbabwe, okay? And once you get there, probably just have to do some refresher courses that you can do about your license. So it's cheaper to do it in Zimbabwe. So now my last point here is that having a driver's license is an added advantage. When the sponsors are looking at your application, the first thing that they're going to ask you is that, do you have a driver's license? So if you don't have, you're not doing yourself justice, okay? I hope you guys are enjoying this. So make sure that you take note of that. So let me just move on to my next slides. There we go. Okay. So now, plan on getting the driver's license. So I don't know how you're going to plan to get your driver's license and how you're going to do it, but you have to put that in place as well. And which class should you take? So if you're asking which class should you take, class 4 is fine. And one of the ladies that was actually doing the application, she did class 2, which is still fine as well. And then there's an issue of getting an automated an automatic car and a manual car. That's one thing that I need to share with you guys. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to share that in form of a story. So there's this person that I actually assisted. She went to the UK, and the first job that she got, the employer, let me just see if I can. I need to do that. Okay, I need to do that and then place this here. Okay, and place this here. Okay, because I need to see myself as well if I'm smiling or not. So let's talk about the manual car and the automatic car. So in Zimbabwe, we've got a lot of my automatic cars. Okay, once you get a license, the first thing that you do is to buy an automatic car. You drive for years, and that was the case for the person that I actually assisted. But going to the UK, like the amount of automatic cars in Zimbabwe, think of that as the amount of manual cars in the UK. So now there was an argument with the employer, because the person, when she was doing the application, she was asked, can you drive? And then the person said, yes, I can drive. And now there was an argument with the employer, and when she said, I cannot drive a manual car, I need an automatic car. And the employer was like, but you told us that you can drive. How can you say you only drive an automatic car? And then an argument started. Okay, and then I had to speak to the employer, like, Kuda, the person that you have been assisting told me that I have a license, and please make sure that if you're assisting one of our people next time, make sure that they go for driving lessons. So the case for this lady was like this. She got her license, and then she was driving her husband's car, which is an automatic. Now, the employer was trying to explain this scenario to me. She said, so we need people to learn how to drive manual cars and to be good at them. Because at the end of the day, we can send you to a client. Let's say you win the case between the employer, and then we give you an automatic car, and then we say go to work, and then you go to work and your client says, can you please drive us to the beach? And the client is going to say, we don't want to use your car, please, here are the keys for the car, can you use our car? And their car is a manual car. What are you going to do in that case? So they were emphasizing that people have to learn to drive manual cars. And then I was trying to explain to them, to the employer, to say, okay, the situation in Zimbabwe is like this. A lot of people have got automatic cars and things like that. But the employer has not been in Zimbabwe. They don't understand our situation. Okay, so I emphasize that if you have been driving, you have a driver's license already, or you do not have a driver's license, you're trying to get one. Once you finish driving, make sure you practice on driving a manual car. A lot of that, you need to do a lot of manual cars. If I shared this important tip, please comment yes in the chat box again. And like I said, when you are doing your international license, when you're going to apply for your international license, you go to AA. In Harare, you go to Newlands. That's where the company that does that, which is called AA. So they charge in US dollars, and they charge also in Zimbabwean dollars. So when you're going there, you might get a price to pay in US dollars, and then you take US dollars there. But I recommend when you're going there, make sure that you pay in RTGS and with Swipe. And then when you do that, you know, our situation in Zimbabwe, you save some money when you do that as well. So just take note of that. So again, my goal, guys, at the end of this series, I want to know how much this couple have spent in terms of preparation on their journey to go to the UK. That's what I need to come up with, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm almost coming to the questions so that you can actually, I'm going to give you a chance to ask the questions. So let me see if I can clear my drawings. Okay, I'm just going to clear my drawings. Now, what this couple did, I'm just going to escape that. I need to go to my expense sheet. Okay, so my expense sheet looks like this. Okay, the first time we did a session, and then we spoke about the Nest Edge training, and that's the amount that we've actually added there. And then on the driver's license, as you can see here, I've actually added about $550. That's how much they have spent in an effort to get a driver's license for the wife. The husband already has a license, but for the wife, we are looking at getting the provisional, doing the road tests, and getting the license, and then getting the disc, up to the point of getting the disc and things like that. They have spent an amount of about 550, and they didn't do this in Harare because they are based in Gweru, so they did that in Gweru as well to get their license. So that's how much they spend. So in our next lesson, we're going to be looking at the marriage certificate and how much cost they've used on the marriage certificate. And at the end of all these sessions, we want to calculate how much these guys have spent in terms of going to the UK. And that's about it in terms for the license, guys. I'm going to ask you to ask questions. Okay, I'm going to ask you to ask questions. And if you don't have a question, if I was good with this session, please go ahead and I'm just going to stop sharing right now. If I was good at this session, please go ahead and share your thoughts and just say, Kuda, thank you. I really appreciate your feedback and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and unmute everyone and see. Let me see first if someone has got a question in the chat. Okay. Okay, I don't see any questions in the chat. I don't see any questions in the chat. Okay, I don't see anything in the chat. So now I'm going to ask you guys to ask questions. If you have any, go ahead and ask. Let me see if I can unmute everyone. Okay.
Hello,
something. Yes, Brian, go ahead. I can hear you loud and clear.
Hey, I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay, maybe I missed something. I acquired my driver's license in Zimbabwe, but you promised to explain something, to give more detail about acquiring an international driver's license. Maybe I missed it. Can you please help? How do I acquire an international driver's license? And maybe the other question, do they consider our driver's license in Zimbabwe? Can I drive in the UK if I don't have that international driver's license using my Zimbabwe driver's license? I'm not sure if you get my question.
Okay. Yeah, I did get that question. So the first question is, how do I get international driver's license? To get international driver's license, you can get it in a day. Okay, you just go to AA, the company that I've actually explained in Newlands, and then you go with your copy of your disc, front and back, and you need passport photos and money. And then they're gonna give you the license instantly. You can choose between instant, 2 days, and other days that you can actually get. It's a simple process. You just walk in and you may walk out with your international driver's license. And then the second question, can I use my Zimbabwean disc to drive outside? I think, I really don't know. I'm not really sure about that. I cannot say yes or no, but it's always good to have the international driver's license, because if it wasn't of no use, then they wouldn't be offering it to Zimbabweans. So just make sure that you get the international driver's license, because you don't want to have in a situation whereby you have your Zimbabwean license out there, and then you are at a situation where you need an international driver's license. So to be safe, I mean, you don't lose anything by getting an international driver's license, do you? You don't. So go ahead and get the international driver's license. That's what I can say. Next person with a question.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you. Next person with a question.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? Guys, I've got to go. I have a lot of work on my plate. If I don't have any questions here, then it means I have to go. Anyone with a question, I'm gonna give one last chance. It can be a compliment. Come on, guys. Okay. I don't hear anything. That means I've been clear with my session then, I guess. Okay, let me not keep you waiting, guys. It's time to say bye. So everyone unmute your microphone. You need to learn how to use Zoom. You need to learn how to use Zoom, because it's one of the applications that you're gonna be using as well. So I need everyone to say bye at once, and then we end this call. Can everyone say bye? Okay. I'm not really sure if these guys can hear.
Thank you, Sheikh. Keep on doing a good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. I look forward to seeing you in another session. I'm going to post in our WhatsApp group on about the other session that is coming up. So with that out of the way, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, and bye for now.
Thank you so much. Bye.
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 Bye.